Shalom. This week's Sedra is Sedra Noach. Most people view religion as an abstract system dealing with our relationship with God. To many people, practicality doesn't play a role in religion. When it comes to Judaism, practicality plays a large role in a Jew's religious life. Judaism isn't just a religion that deals with a person's relationship with God. It deals with practical aspects of a person's life, from charitable giving to relationships with other people. In this week's Torah portion, we see just how consequential the practical aspect of life can be to people, especially in their relationship with God. Towards the end of our Torah portion, we read the story of the Tower of Babel. God related that everyone on earth had the same language and the same words. As the people migrated from the east, they came upon a valley in the land of Shinar, and they settled there. They said to one another, "Let's make bricks and burn them hard. Let's build us a city and a tower with its top in the sky to make a name for ourselves, or else we shall be scattered all over the world." The people were nervous because they were scattered too far from each other. The story doesn't end well for the people and their tower. The consequences of their building would be life-altering for humanity forever. Torah says that God came down to look at the city and tower that humanity had built, and God said, if as one people with one language for all, this is how they have begun to act, then nothing that they may propose to do will be out of their reach. Let us then go down and confound their speech there, so that they shall not understand one another's speech. God scattered them from there over the face of the whole earth, and they stopped building the city. In his commentary on this episode in the Torah, Ibn Ezra focused on the people's motivations to build the tower. The builders of the tower were not fools, he wrote, to believe that they could actually ascend the heavens. Neither were they afraid that God would bring another flood. For Noach and his children, to whom God swore never to bring another flood, were there, and being descendants of Noach and his children, they were subservient to them. The text reveals their intentions and ultimate goal. They wanted to build a great city to dwell in, and a very tall tower to ensure their fame and glory, to serve as a sign indicating the place of the city to those outside it, such as shepherds. The tower, as long as it stood, would also perpetuate their names after their deaths. The builders of the tower hoped that their city and tower would prevent them from dispersing, but this was not God's will. However, they didn't know this, wrote the Ibn Ezra. In the Ibn Ezra's opinion, the people built their tower to have the entire world live in one place. But in his drushot, the Ran took a different and more practical approach than the Ibn Ezra. The Ran wrote, the people agreed for the entire world to have one leader and ruler, and the people should not be scattered and divided under different governments. For this reason, they chose a valley that had ample room to build a capital, for most of the people would choose to live near the seat of the government, the capital. They wanted the tower to inspire all who looked at it to have dread and fear, and that it should be visible from afar. The debate between the Ibn Ezra, who viewed the tower as a place to gather the entire world together, and the Ran, who understood the tower as a more practical means to inspire dread among the world's power brokers, stands as a lesson about the dangers of practical and impractical thinking. Without a baseline of values, both sets of thinking can lead to extreme behavior, where corrupt leaderships forget about the people and what they need. It's an important lesson from this week's Torah portion. Shabbat Shalom.